Hey folks, thanks for following along. I want to give you the update on our hybrid willow screening planting. So we started this project yesterday, finished it up today. Now we have tubes protecting each and every one of the hybrid willows and just holding those up with some snow fence stakes. Nothing fancy. This will just be something temporary to protect them from the rabbits for this year. Next year they should not be necessary. We have baler belt and landscape fabric around the about 3-foot area that the rows of willows are in. The row of willows is 6 feet apart. And then on this side here we have Egyptian wheat planted. So that'll be exciting. That should grow up to about 10 feet. So year one of trying to create a screening. The reason that we chose to do this instead of like switchgrass or, more permanent trees, because willows are going to be short-lived and going to get out of hand quickly. The reason is because we just want something right away to manifest. And then next year we'll plant conifers, and that'll be the long-term solution. But the conifers are going to take 10 years before they really manifest into any meaningful screening. So we're hoping that this is a solution that gets us through that hump until we reach that 10-year time span. Out here we have our food plot. We got it mowed yesterday. It was a mix of stuff, but mostly winter rye heading out that was seeded last fall. And underneath was mostly weeds, some clover, but mostly weeds. So we opted to mow it before the weeds went to seed and got out of hand. And we might have to mow it one more time. But mowing it tamed it pretty much until we're ready to spray it and seed it in August. I've got a pretty sweet mix I'm excited to share with you. It's about 10 different species. It's a fall release. I got it from Green Cover Seeds. So Green Cover Seeds has lots of seed for cover crops, but also food plots. And you can order online and design your own mix if you'd like. But they're a specialized mix called the Fall Release Food Plot Mix. So pretty excited to give that a shot. And here we have the other side. Here we have the egg field. So that's our nighttime feeding for the deer. This will be their staging area, kill plot feeding. And they'll emerge from those woods hopefully before dark into this food plot, because now they'll have the security of the vegetative screening to feel like they're enclosed in here. What you're looking at is probably about 1/2 acre in size, so nothing huge. This is not anything that they're going to feed in all night long, but it's definitely something that's going to call their interest. And we'll start those behavior patterns where we'll be bringing those doe groups in. Come September, they'll be regularly feeding in here, and then hopefully through October, when bow season really gets kicking, they'll have those habits of coming in here every evening. And when the bucks start following them in, we're going to be ready. All right, cool stuff, you guys. I want to show you one more thing. So, right now, how do we hunt this? We don't really hunt this in the smartest way, okay? We've got that blind over there, which was not really placed in the best spot. It's too interior. Could never hunt it with the right wind, and you could never really hunt it without alerting the deer of your presence. So then we ended up putting a stand in this tree, because it's pretty much the only tree that can hold a stand on this fence line here. And you can see really well from there, and a lot of times the deer will come out from this edge, and they might kind of walk this way, and there is a spot where they hop the fence right there. So we have taken a couple deer from this stand, but it's really hard to hunt. You got to watch your movement. And the winds are tough as well. Hard to access, again, without alerting any deer that might be interior that you're walking up and in. So, new strategy. Right here where I'm standing, this is going to be the new home of a platform blind. And it's going to be pretty sweet, because we'll be able to sneak in here without anybody knowing. Behind here, there's a bunch of brush. We can sneak in behind the brush, or we can also take the property line that's just up this way. We're going to put a trail in there, take the property line down, put some screening with some hinge huts to get down here, and then they'll have an elevated blind, at least 10 foot elevated, and we'll be able to see up into the woods during gun season, but then we'll be able to bring the deer close. We've got a series of apple trees growing along here That'll hopefully entice them to come closer. And we'll probably put something else within shooting distance of archery, such as a water tank or mineral, so we can have reliable shooting distance. So the plan is all created, you guys, and now the fun part, the execution. If you want help with your plans, just contact me. Look me up, www.theparcelplanner.com, or else check out my Facebook page, and you can get a hold of me. I can try to create an awesome plan for you, and what that's going to do for you is it's going to increase your statistical chances of the big one walking by when you're there. So it's little things like this, executing what I would say are the top 4 priorities: how you're going to access the property, the food sources, where you're going to place those on the property, where you're going to place your stands and your blinds, and then 4th, I would say, installing your screening. So if you can do those 4 things and figure out where to properly place those 4 things, you're going to be sitting better than 80% of the rest of the people with hunting property out there, guys. Because you're going to have those deer feeling safe and secure, and they're going to be more routine in their behavior patterns, and you're going to be able to pick up on that and execute on one of those opportunities. All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later at the next video.